So here's my church hurt story. I was in ministry for 3 years. Currently, I'm a young adults pastor in Kansas, but I was a youth pastor in Pennsylvania. And in the moment, I was serving under my dad. My dad is a senior pastor, and so I went back to my home church after Bible college. And I had such a passion for working with youth, working in that kind of environment, and just I don't know. It's just I knew that that's what God was calling me, especially at that time and in that moment and in that season. And so I I got into ministry, and everything was great. Everything was going good. There was a lot of success. The youth ministry grew beyond leaps and bounds that I could have ever imagined or thought. And I went and I was serving. I was doing all of these things, and there was a leader in the church who was I grew up with. He knew me, an older gentleman, and he just, for some odd reason, he just started creating rumors and lies, and started contacting people in the church in order to maybe, I don't know. I don't really know his motives, to be honest. Maybe it was to ruin my reputation. I don't know. Maybe it was just a gossip. I don't know. But anyways, he started these rumors and he started these lies, and it honestly affected me in a very negative way, and it affected me even in my health. I was diagnosed with Crohn's disease, where I was actually bleeding in my intestines from all of the stress and all of the worries and the pain that went through this hurt. And so it just didn't break my heart. It was ruining my stomach, it was ruining my intestines. And this was something that was really hard. And I don't want to go into detail with what the rumors were, because it's really of no importance. But he went around, and it caused this environment of toxicity to really be there at the forefront. And this toxicity to really be there was very harmful for the ministry specifically. And I remember just thinking to myself, God, why? God, why? Why me? Why would I have to go this? Why him? Why him? Like, I saw him as like a grandpa. I saw him as someone who literally has seen me since I was like 3 years old, grow in different stages and different things. And, it really affected me. It really affected me. And it took me so much courage. And it took me so much stepping out to forgive him, to let it go, and to just, allow the Lord to work on his life and on his heart. And I remember I was praying one time, and I said to the Lord, what do you want me to do? How do you want me to handle this? Do you want me to take this guy to court? Because technically it was defamation of character. Do you want me to, take it to the legal system? God, you're a God of justice. And I remember I was praying, and I just felt the Lord just say, you know what? Justice is mine, and, he owes you nothing. He doesn't owe you an apology. He doesn't owe you a thing. And that's when true forgiveness, I believe, happened in my heart, when I released him of a debt. Because in my mind, it was, I believe he owes me an apology. I believe he owes me restoration. I believe that he owes me to call those people and to say, no, those were lies, those were rumors. And there was only true forgiveness when I left go of that, and I actually prayed for him to be blessed. Let me tell you, that is hard. That is so hard. It's so difficult to pray for someone who despises you or curses you, but it's biblical. Unfortunately, it's biblical. And I remember going through that whole process, and at the end of it, I said, it is well with my soul. It's well with my heart. It's well with my emotions. Again, he owes me nothing, not a thing. And I was upfront and real with my emotions at the same time, but I left that go. And trust me when I say, when I left go of that hurt, there's something freeing. I felt a weight lift. My stomach started feeling much better because, again, I was bleeding from my intestines from the Crohn's disease, and I saw my digestive, tract, kind of like releasing it. And the more that I allowed that to, I kept saying, man, I just want to confront him. Man, I just want to tell him off. Man, I just want to, I don't even know. I want to get back at him, because that's what my flesh would want. But I chose to walk in love, and I chose to take the higher road, even though I probably didn't want to. And what I did was I said, all right, God, deal with his heart, bless him. Maybe it caused him to hurt. And God, I pray that you would heal his heart from any hurt. And for me, that's just my story. That's just my, what I've gone through, I guess my testimony of something that happened with hurt. Again, he, started these rumors and lies. But I'm just wondering if millennials today are facing the exact same thing. Maybe not in that capacity. Maybe not someone who they have revered as, someone of wisdom or someone of, great stature, an elder in the church, but maybe it's something else, and different circumstances. Maybe it's not like that, but it's something different, and that's what you have experienced as well. Here's what I found in an article from faithit.com. It says this: it seems all too often our churches are actually causing more damage than good. And the statistics are showing a staggering number of millennials have taken note. According to this study, and many others like it, church attendance and impressions of the church, as well as people leaving church, are the lowest in recent history, and most drastic among millennials described as 22 to 35 years old. Here's what some of these stats are saying. Only 2 in 10 Americans under 30 believe attending a church is important or worthwhile, and that's an all-time low. 59% of millennials raised in a church have dropped out. 35% of millennials have an anti-church stance, believing the church does more harm than good. Millennials are the least likely age group of anyone to attend church by far. Wow. This is really intriguing. This is interesting to me. Now, for me, I've grown up in the church, so I don't have really that. I've never really gone away, or I've never really removed myself from church. And here's the thing is, I've seen a lot of people, though, go through that. People in Bible college that I went to school with who were also studying to be pastors, studying to, work in youth ministry or all of these different things. I seen them start off really good. They get hurt by church or the college or by some type of religious institution, and instantly they are bitter, and they are hurt, and they have removed themselves not only from church, but they have even left God. Like, they've blamed God. It's, and this is the thing is, if you're listening to this and you have gone away from church because of hurt, I want to encourage you on this. Just like Terrell, like we listened to before, his story, he described it as a lonely faith, a faith that was lonely. Yeah, you can do church on your own. Yeah, you can do devotionals on your own. Yeah, you can have worship services on your own. Yeah, you can do all of those things. But where 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, there he is in the midst. And the Bible also says, don't forsake the assembling of the saints. Don't forget to assemble. Don't forget to come together. Don't allow that to, be missed out, because again, there's something powerful when we all come together in unity in order to see God's kingdom come. And I think that that's one thing that the enemy really can use, definitely can use, in order to get people to get off of their mission and off of what they're called to. And it's so easy, again, to just blame church, to blame God. But it takes a special type of faith to say, you know what, I'm going to do something about this. And so I want to talk about this next. What are some ways to overcome these hurts? What are some ways you say, man, I've been there, I've done that, I have gone through it, and I'm here. What do I do? How do I make things better? How do I get healing for my heart, because I'm still going through this. I still have pain over the hurt that I felt. I'm still going through this. What do I do? How do I go about this? What's next?